that was a weird startup on YouTube's side there. Everything said waiting for configurations, and I'm like, whoa, never seen that one before. So that was definitely interesting. Heading over to Grumble, get Grumble moving. Get Grumble to stop grumbling. All right, let me see if the sound. Maybe. Hang on. Let me unmute here. All right, there we go. All right, looks like up and running. And yes, I'm early. Told you guys I've been trying. I'm trying to do more than one a day. So if I can do an earlier one, I can do another one too. Hey, how you doing, Joel? What is up, man? All right, guys, it is 4:17 p.m. my time. Welcome to not being 3 a.m. here. Even though my late streams seem to do 4 times better, which is weird. Somehow I match the late night people. But, man, oh man, oh man. Okay, we just had the No Kings. The No Kings. I'm going to start off with a little bit of just stating the obvious. And I'm not the only one. A lot of people are out there going, hey, I think we talked about this the other day. Even Gutfeld was talking. Just the very fact we have No Kings protests going on around the country means they're stupid and useless. Means we do not have a king. A true king, fascist, dictator, Hitler, whatever you want to call him, wouldn't be having you do your protests. You'd be in gulags, you'd be attacked, you'd be napalmed, whatever. The very fact that, once again, these people ascribe to Donald Trump. He's an evil genius. But then next breath, he's a moron. Why? Because Democrats have no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. I, by the way, am going to toot my own horn because I've been saying that on this channel for a year. And now, in the last 3 weeks, I have suddenly heard a couple big channels spout my saying verbatim. I'm not going to say who, but if you find them, comment. Verbatim. Suddenly, in the last week or so. Oh, okay. Welcome to the party, pal. So, yeah. But, yeah, the very fact you had these things, lefties, just shows how stupid you are. And also, as I've been spouting, I'm going to toot my horn a little bit on this Monday. Well, as I've been saying, Democrats don't give a rat's ass about democracy. Democracy, democracy, democracy comes out of their mouth until they lose. And that's not just this election. Historically, when Democrats lose, there's some type of violence, some type of protests. And yes, I know I can hear it right now. I hear the lefties, J6, screw you. May 28th, 29th, Washington, D.C., insurrection at the White House. Fuck you, done. I'm over my 30 seconds. I think I get to do that. I'm at 3 minutes, so I can do that. Don't forget to set up your screen properly. Oh, I'm talking right now, Joel. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. This is just me chatting. We haven't gone into looking at stuff yet, but yes, always keep on me about that. Because sometimes I hit the hotkeys, they don't work, and I just keep on going. And I'll be on the other screen looking, and I don't know. So yes, always keep on me on that. Once again, I don't have producers watching me. But yeah, they do not believe in any type of democracy. They lost. They're out there, no king, Trump is being a fascist. He's destroying our democracy. Really? We had democracy in our republic. We had our democratic election. Not that's democratic. We had your democracy. You lost. Screw off. Do better next election. But they can't. They know they're losing support and they're losing their effing minds. They're used to having all the power. Sog, what is up, man? How you doing across the ocean there, my friend? So yeah, I just love The screams of democracy. Trump is destroying democracy. All the while, man, these people are violent pricks, too. Whoa. All right, so, keeping with Joel reminded me. There, how you doing? There. Hey, look, my hotkeys even worked. But we are going to do a little wandering here. GTR, yeah, you are up at, it's like 10:30 where you're at. So welcome, my friend. Hope you are doing okay over there in the captured state that used to be the UK, now the Muslim socialist country of the United Kingdom. So yeah, all right. We can talk about all these images: Minneapolis, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Chicago, New York City, Boston, San Diego. First off, everybody. Sorry, get my headphones up here. Is anybody really surprised? Come on. The Democrat strongholds. The big left-tard cities. Oh my God, there's a lot of people coming out in the lefty cities to protest Trump. Well, color me friggin' surprised. Wow. I don't know about you guys. I didn't see it coming. Did you? Nope. Of course not. I didn't see that Chicago or New York would come out and protest. They're idiots. They're acting like this is some kind of gotcha. Got you, Trump. Also, we'll talk a little bit. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Do not want to get ahead of myself. I don't. And to everybody on Rumble, welcome. I'm watching. I do have chat up on Rumble. If you don't have a Rumble account and can't talk, here is a link to the YouTube stream, and you can come over there and chit-chat. So I'm going to post that real quick. Boing and boing. So there we go. Weirdly, there's something wrong on my other computer where I can't talk in the YouTube chat on this computer over here, but I can my Rumble chat. So, okay. AI-generated crowds. Well, Joel, I don't know about that. Because I've seen, right, and I don't want to bog down, and I do not want the center or the right. And I have people whine at me. I've had some emails. Why are you always saying center and right? You're right. I'm like, no, I am closer to center. I'm a centrist with a slight conservative leaning. I just have to be a Trump supporter. Trump is a traditional mid-late 90s Democrat almost in all of his stances. So, no. I say center and right because the center and the right are definitely removed from the lefties. Lefties have gone knuck and futz, and they attack anybody, center or right, who don't agree with them. So I say center and right because I think most of the common sense left and the, God help me for saying this, being an adult is on the center and the right. But I don't want the center and the right to fall into traps because I've been seeing a lot of people say AI, this is from 2017, this is from 2018. Some of it may be. But even Crowder this morning was showing some stuff, and I think Tim Pool was, that not all of it was. There's a lot of it that's dead real, so we don't want to over-push the AI thing until all of it's gone through and we looked at all of it. And I haven't looked at all of them. I do know that if you go look at some of the huge images that some people are saying is AI or from 2017/2018, but you look at local news feeds that were live the other day, they seem to match up. So there may be some of them that were reused BS footage, but there are a lot of them that were dead real. So be careful. Do not fall into the trap of being a leftard. I'm not saying you're lefties. I'm just saying don't fall into the same trap they do of just putting out anything without knowing. There's a lot bouncing around about what is real, what wasn't. So just be careful. I would say if you see one that doesn't look real, go look at the local news feeds from the local channels in those areas and see what they showed. That will help you a lot. Those live newscasts that were yesterday, the day before, whatever, those will help you. I went to looked about 5 or 6 of them, and a lot of these images look real. But I'm honestly, guys, how many of you surprised that a lot of people in lefty areas came out? Come on, Washington, D.C. I'm surprised that's not a bigger crowd. Come on. Really? Well, that was weird. I could hear that through my headphones. Wow. I don't know how loud I got that. But Washington, D.C., come on. Are you surprised? I'm not. It's supposed to be supposedly the most blue city in the country. I would have thought it had been more. Minneapolis? Really? Come on. None of these surprised me. And this guy, I hear very few people are going to be there. Donald Trump, 10, 15, 25. Some of you may be getting ahead of me here. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm not surprised at all. At all. Zero zilch. We are going to talk some of the responses, though. Remember when King Trump shut down your church and business? Stopped you from seeing loved ones in the hospital? Fired you for not getting a vaccine? Banned you on social media for your speech? Nominated a presidential candidate without a single vote? Indicted opposition party's president several times? Well, the candidate and the president, I guess. And tried to take him off the ballot and fined you for not buying health insurance. Oh, wait, that was Democrats. Yeah. This one I love. Yes, I'm going to wander. This isn't going to be a 3-hour stream. I do have dogs to walk and food to cook, and I will try to possibly do another later stream. Our No Kings protest last November was bigger. 100%. And that's why when they talk about all these people, now this one here does look like it was AI. Even though Tim Pool was doing something, or was it Crowder was arguing about one of these images not being that way from Boston. But this one here says, community notes. This video is from a 2017 Boston protest, not today's No Kings rally. I don't know. There's a lot of them. But the thing is, now here, let me jump right to it. I'm going to run this a little bit. We're going to move to Brian Krasenstein real quick. Breaking. 7 million people took part in No Kings protests across 2,700 plus U.S. cities today. There were a couple in my area of the Quad Cities. They were anemic. They were kind of a joke. Somebody was even going, oh, we had 5,000 people at one of our, I think we had 2 in the Quad Cities. But the biggest one, I guess, had around 5,000 people. I commented, and this is where we're going to go with this. I commented, there's 410,000 plus people, or 430,000 people in the Quad Cities. You got 5,000? That means the other 405,000 thought you were morons. Seriously. They think this is here's a gotcha. Even if this one is not AI generated, this is real. How many people are in Boston? It's not that many. Now, here's where we run into a quickie. I was going to get there. Let's just say old Brian here is telling the truth. Now, I've heard right-leaning people say it's only 650,000. Okay, come on. Don't be asses. It's definitely more than 650,000 people. I'm going to bet, but it's not Brian's number either. Come on. Brian Krasenstein is a serial, my opinion, Brian, liar. It's my opinion. So, is a serial liar. There is no way it was 7 million. I will say closer to 3 to 4. But let's give him his 7. What percent of 350 million is 7 million? 2%. They are crowing about 2%. If we go by their inflated 7 million number, they are going, woohoo! We are the majority! 2%. 2. 1, 2. So that must be their 2 plus 2 equals 5 math, which I kind of replied. I had to. More Democrat 2 plus 2 equals 5 math? Even if an actual 7 million fascist idiots, yep, because they're fascists. We had an election. We had democracy. You're the fascists. I could do the are we the baddies meme? So even if an actual 7 million fascist idiots came out to protest losing the election, that's my grammar there, that's only 2% of the population of America. Yeah, we are shaking in my grammar, boots as we laugh at you. I'm sure if he answers me, which he won't because I'm a tiny little nobody, he would obviously give me crap about my grammar. Oops. My grammar is about as good as his math. I had to post, is that all you got? Oh, man. Now, Gunther Eagleman is usually pretty good. He says that's from 2018, you effing dork. I don't know. Some people are saying 2017. I'm seeing that some people were matching up some of these saying not all of them are fake, so be careful. Don't automatically go out. I would say go look. And once again, do not fall into the trap like lefties of just reiterating. English is a second language for me. Oh no, was that ableist? Whatever. But yeah, go look at a local TV station's live feed from the other day. Go look that up and then you'll know. All right, let me catch up real quick here. I'm from Minnesota, so the Minneapolis crowd pisses me off, but not the beautiful city of San Diego. So, how was it? I'm going to ask a quick question, Joel. How was it in San Diego? Were there a lot of them going on in San Diego? Curious. Now, here's the funny thing. I don't know if I can... I'm sorry, I can't laugh. I gotta laugh at this. The No Kings protests were in other countries. And it was the same people running it to do this. It was the same organization. You can actually, they had to change the names in other countries, including the UK, Sog. Why? Because Canada still has the king and queen and the monarchy on their money, and it's still technically, look that up, technically under the control of the monarchy still. Go look that shit up. I didn't realize that. But then the UK has a king. So, we have lefty morons marching in America in a No Kings protest, failing to notice that their organization is running No Kings protests in other countries, but can't call them that because those countries actually have a king. I mean, that is just peak stupidity. They had to change it to No Tyrants protest, which is also just as effing stupid because if you're in the UK, Canada, I don't care if you're in Bumfuckistan, why are you protesting our president? Maybe handle your own shit. UK and Canada got enough of their own problems without protesting our president when a lot of you have royalty. You have actual tyrants and kings. It's just great. It's just beautiful. And also these No Kings protests we had in America, tons of Palestine and Mexican flags. For every one American flag, you saw 20, 30 of the others, what I just mentioned. Ha ha! Oh my Lord. Yeah, you don't get the No King thing in America. Sog, there is no common sense here. Do not try to get it. They are stupid. These are, come on, I've been saying it, 11 to 12 years now of brainwashing these lefty foot soldiers. These are the smooth brains, and some of the young ones out there, yes, there are a decent amount of young ones. There's a line. There's young, like 20-somethings. Those are the morons who were 10, 12 years old when the media started telling them Trump is evil. Trump's going to end your mother. Trump's going to end black people. Trump's going to end the Constitution. Trump's going to do all this. He's going to destroy life on Earth, you know. But a lot of it is the old folks. People are commenting on how much This looked like a Q-tip convention. All these protests. Why? Because the white hairs, the old folks, are the only ones still watching legacy lefty media. Hell, and I'm including Fox News in that. A lot of older people still watch Fox News. The younger people watch some of the personalities. But Fox News in general, a lot of the legacy media still watched mostly by white hairs. Blue hairs, whatever you want to call them. But there's some people were calling it out, saying it looked like a Q-tip convention in a lot of these. It's ignorant. These people watch MSNBC. I have a family member or two that do this. MSNBC. Trump is gonna kill us all. Shut up. They still think Trump said there's fine people in the KKK. They still think Trump worked for Russia. It's like, are you effing me? Those are the people out there marching, saying he should be ended. These are insane humans. Canada, then the protests were called No Tyrants. And the organizers were also using the phrase No King's Day because it was the same group. It was on the same website. No King's Day protest. Go to their website. They had all the foreign protests. Just there, you ain't going to call it a king when you got a king. You know, I got a feeling. Now, Sog can help me out here. We already know the UK does not really have free speech at the moment. It does not. It really doesn't. But let me ask. Do you think if they had multiple marches in the UK calling them the No Kings protests, that would go over? Do you think the monarchy that they have would go, yeah, that's fine. Millions of people protesting, no kings, no monarchy? They'd be like, yeah, it's fine. You guys can't make a racist or sexist joke over there. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's so stupid. Oh my God, that's so stupid. I guess if you're brown, you can march say no kings though, right? Over there, it seems to work. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense, Sog. It's just the decay of our young and our old. It seems to see common sense seems to come in right around 27, 28 to right around 65-ish. Over that, man, and under that, woof, you gotta watch it. Even though the brand new young people are moving away from this shit. They're looking at this going, this is stupid. So it's nice to see that. All right. I wasn't there. I'm just saying. No, I didn't say you were there. I'm just saying. How could a beautiful city like that? Yeah, I don't know, Joel. None of it makes sense, man. None of it. King isn't a tyrant, so it makes no sense. Yeah, we know that, Sog. In fact, it makes even less sense because we had the election. A tyrant doesn't let you have an election. A tyrant don't let you go and protest him. A tyrant would have stomped a mud hole into the ground to these people. And who put my chair down again? I'm noticing how short I look. Hang on. My wife comes out and uses a computer. First she whines I have the chair too low. And then she gets mad that I've got the chair too high. It's like, make up your mind. That's a little better. Okay. So yeah, no, it doesn't make sense, dog. It really doesn't. Do me a favor, guys. I'm going to keep Connie in my mind here in the background. Please hit thumbs up for the stream. I know there's only a few of you here, which always works when I do streams that aren't at 2, 3 a.m. Weird as crap. And I see you guys on Rumble, so that is a link to the YouTube chat. If you want to chat, other than that, you can post here or you can just hang along. I thank you for stopping in at all. I know you have a lot of options right now, so I'm streaming across, 4 or 5 probably very large channels. I just don't care. It's on me. Yeah, no king in America, dude. Don't even get us going, Sog. Maybe there's a lot of us in America that are just shaking our heads going, you guys are stupid. You're pure retards. You are total retards. We had an election. Trump is got to be the worst tyrant in history then. He is the absolute worst. You can't compare him to Hitler if, unlike Hitler, he's going to let you protest him. That is very un-Hitler-like of him. MagD5, what is up, man? Hello to both people in the chat. Yeah, MagD5, trust me, I know. My normal streams, my early streams that everybody emails me they want, nobody comes to. Even for my tiny channel. My later streams do double or triple. It's weird. Which means instead of 2 or 3 people, I actually have 4 or 5. Ooh, maybe even 6. What's up, Mag? How's it going, man? But no, Sog, trust me. There's tons of us in America that doesn't make any sense to. And honestly, it's a big percentage because even if we give Brian Krasenstein and other lefties their 7 million number, which you know that's inflated. You know it's probably inflated by 2 to 3 million. But I'll be nice and give him his 7. That's 2% of America. So, Sug, even if you take, okay, 2% of America actually went to these protests, supposedly, and then let's say another 5% just aren't strong-willed enough or didn't care enough or too lazy to actually go. Let's say, I'll even give it another, I'll actually give them 8%. Let's say 10% total. Either went to these or wanted to, but just couldn't. 10%. That's at least 90% of America going, you guys are morons. So, Sog, a lot of Americans don't get it either. We're looking at these idiots going, what? What? That's why I had to post this. You know? They don't make sense. They don't say anything that makes sense. They just, I don't know. I would love to know how their brains get here. And a lot of this isn't even over the immigration thing. The immigration thing is just the next excuse. Look what they've rioted and protested over already. Some criminal guy way back in the day who said, hands up, don't shoot. Remember, that was made up. And then Saint Floyd the Great. It's all excuses. They will protest over everything. We love Tesla. Oh, shit. Now we hate Tesla. Let's burn them. Shoot them. Attack anybody who's driving one. It doesn't matter. They don't actually give a shit about a single one of these things they've rioted over. It's just the excuse. That's all they need is an excuse. And this is just an excuse. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is like Anne Frank. He's going after these poor people when nobody wants it. Yeah, we voted. Non-citizens. We're supposed to follow laws. Too bad. So, yep. Blah, blah, blah. What is up? Hey, Jay Watterson. All right. So, yeah, I had to tell Krasenstein, what a jackass. I don't believe there's 7 million. Let me ask you guys here. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go with the whole problematic people on the right that are trying to say, oh, it's only 650 to 750 million. Or 750,000. Wow, 750 million. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? That's like Joe Biden math. 650, 750,000. I don't think that's right either. What number do you actually think it was? Do you think Brian's 7 million is right? Or do you think I personally think it's closer to 3 to 5 million. Yes, I'm leaving myself a buffer there. How many do you think it was? Where were all the protests and riots 4 years ago? Could it be because the right accept the results of elections and don't cry in the streets? Oh, Mag, how dare you state facts? But Mag D5, sing it with me, everybody. J6. To them, J6 trumps everything. No pun intended there. J6, one little event that lasted, 5 hours, 4 hours, trumps, that wasn't on purpose that time, trumps a whole year of riots and damage and destruction and $4+ billion of damage. It's not 2, that's only the insured amount. People use that number and they're stupid. Yep, even the right pundits out there. 2 billion damage, that's the insured amount. It's at least another 2 billion that was uninsured. Plus then the deaths, the attacks, the grapes, god darn grapes and wine. All that happened. The shootings, the blindings, the acid attacks, there were stabbings. Yeah. So that trumps it. Just a J6. Yeah, whatever. So, No, yeah, cry in the streets. Mag D5 is right though. Because on the average, centrist and right-leaning people look at it, go, well, shit. They do want fair elections. So when we see something that stinks, like Joe Biden got a lot more votes than Barack Obama, the most popular president in history, that makes Joe Biden epic. My ass. We've showed on this stream where I posted these people on Reddit. We were talking about it months ago. These people on Reddit going, what happened to this 16 million votes that went away this election? Where people are actually going, maybe we did steal the election in 2020. Shit. And there were multiple people, F you, how dare you said that, but there were honest ones going, well, shit, maybe we did. So, But you're right. The right-leaning people want a fair election, but we don't stand around and bitch and whine. We'll try to do court stuff, but you didn't see them out ripping up the country. Ripping it apart. Now, yeah, it's just stupid. Mag D5, how dare you spout conspiracy theories? I mean, it's not like we know that there were 275 plus FBI agents in the crowd there. That people were even calling out someone going, Fed, Fed, Fed. That the one guy who really was on camera pushing this still was never really truly prosecuted. Yeah, that old fucker was never really prosecuted. They gave him the best a slap on the wrist. They tried to give people that didn't even show up. They're just posting online 10, 20 years. But this guy, yeah. There are people dressed and wearing their Fed outfits, breaking things in and hiding from cameras. Oh, come on. Yeah, anybody says it wasn't a setup, crap. All right, let's see. Joel comes in with a real number. Damn it, dude. That's beautiful. All right, Joel thinks 2,361,054. Now watch, I'm going to find out Joel's like a 10th level mathematician and shit. God dang it. What the hell, man? Joel's like, I'm Stephen Hawking's cousin. Like, crap. That's what's going to happen. I will open that link and save it for after the stream, Jay Watterson. Let me see. Kinzinger unmasked. Oh, I heard something about that. Now I got to read it. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Really. Oh, Kinzinger. Those J6 people were scurvy mofos. But no, that's why I posted now. We're not there yet, but we're gonna go into the happy zone here. I love these. Trump team was posting no kings memes. He leans into it. You gotta love the guy. You just can't. If Donald Trump hadn't become a billionaire through real estate, he would have been more popular than Robin Williams and all these other comedians put together because he is good. And a lot of it's him. I don't know if you guys saw the stuff where Tyrus was talking about how, Donald Trump doesn't post up at 2:30 a.m. That's just people. No. Tyrus talking about a conversation he actually had with him on his phone at 2:30 in the morning. The man does his shit. He just does it. Like he's comedy gold. If for nothing else, you would think the lefties would be in a better mood just because he's comic gold. It just shows these people are patently unhappy. Because there's some shit the lefties have said about Trump that I laugh at. There's some shit about Biden I could laugh at. Well, there's a lot of that, but they still couldn't laugh about that either. They are patently unhappy people. This is the best. I loved Trump for this. A huge thank you to all the No Kings protesters. I cannot do a Trump. I can do a Speedy Gonzalez, but I can't do a Trump. Well, I used to be able to do one. I was very concerned. I was very concerned. A king was trying to take my place. But thanks to your tireless efforts, I am still your president. Great job, all. Yeah, the guy is... I'm sorry. I just think this stuff is actually funny. He's hilarious. And they were pissed. pissed. Oh, they hate him for it. Sog says there were only a few people, the rest were sheep. You're right. You are 100% right. Let me check on Grumble. A lot of people don't talk on Rumble. They watch, they don't talk. Which, hey, that's fine. Yeah, the rest are sheep, 100%. But you just gotta love these things. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. I don't know, but this, I think this has got sound I can use too, so. I didn't heart this one yet. Oh, I did on the other feed I got of it. Okay. Not this one. All right. I'm going to blow this one up for you guys. This is worth it. It's just worth it. Turn my headphones on. Yeah. Okay.
No kings! No kings! There you go. We love America.
Whoa,
we just don't like kings. No kings! No kings! There you go. We love America. We just don't like kings.
I love the people, though. You can tell the AI part. Because watch when these people over here fall. Watch this. You're going to see some arms and legs up here. Whoa, look at this dude. He became two people. He's got an arm coming out of his gut. It's supposed to be another person back here, but they're bonded. Whoa, look at this. These two people fell and become one ball of person right here. That's like some goofy stuff here. His body's bending in ways it's not supposed to be. And he's got multiple arms. 3 arms and shaved on one side, full hair on the other. Oh, there's some weird stuff going on. I love the falling. This one here is doing a crab walk upside down. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. AI still don't get things quite right a lot of times. This one here, their butt cheeks parted. That's just not right in general. See, watch this. The butt cheeks right there. This one. And it goes, woof, what the hell happened? I didn't see anybody else noticing this person became a wibble wobble roly poly. What the hell was that? But yeah, it's a good meme. What was that, DDT? Well, Joel, we all know he likes to bust ass. Oh. Trump trolls no kings losers and posts a Trump forever meme. The funny thing is these people are so stupid. Oh, the music. Oh, I can post this music, yeah. Come on. Do you know how old Trump would be in 2060? I mean, dude, he's about 80 right now. I mean, you add like 35 years on there. The man's got to be Duncan McLeod. I mean, holy crap, he's going to be 100 and still look that good and running in 2060. They just are patently unhappy, hateful people. I actually saw somebody on one of these post, oh my God, there's no way Trump's going to look still like that in 2050. It's like, oh my God. These people are stupid. They think he's going to look that good in 40 years. It's like, are you stupid? Uh-oh. What is Sog saying? Am I dead? Did they kill me? Nope, I'm still good. Okay, don't do that, man. You freak me out. All right, where was I? There we go. I just thought it was amazing. Same FBI, known for manufacturing setups like they did here in Michigan with the help of our governor. Oh, yeah. Dude, and they some poor doofus. If you look that guy up, they set that guy up. He was a doofus. And they really set him up. They needed something. They manufactured that. God. don't know what Sog's got going on with his circles. I don't have anything. You guys are good. The stream, if the stream's good, give me thumbs up. Because I can see it still running. I don't see anything. It's still going on Rumble. Okay. I was off? Did anybody else have a problem? It didn't glitch on my end. I'm watching it over here. I got a separate computer I'm watching it so I can open certain links and double check them. But no, I didn't see anything glitch. Did it glitch for everybody or just Sog? I mean, Sog is on the end in the UK, so they might have tried to take me down. I don't know. Oh, Danny, how's it going? Thank you very much for letting me know. All right, so everybody says I was good. It's just you, Sog. I think the UK government just tried to take it down. All right, so the left, I actually saw people commenting, you think he's going to look that good? And I'm like, come on, it's funny. J.D. Vance had to post too. You got to just love the very fact, even if you really kind of don't like Trump or Vance or any of these people, if you were a happy individual, somebody kind of balanced, even if you were a Democrat, you got to go, come on, this shit is funny. I mean, these are people that can't go to a comedy show unless every joke is in their narrow little range of happiness. Oh my God, you might have offended me. What do you mean you don't believe in climate change? Oh my God, you just made a joke about killing a fishy? Oh my God. These are people that cannot even walk by a comedy club. Remember some of the jokes we used to tell? Oh, I got some jokes about people who like to sleep with others of the same sex from back when I was a kid. What do you call two of the same sex men rolling down a hill? Has to do with an ice cream place. So, that stuff. Everybody used to make jokes. Starmer must be getting upset. The left is too stupid to meme. They can't get... Yeah, the only jokes I've seen is Krasenstein had a meme. I don't know where he put it. I don't know if I can find it again. They are lazy. The Krasensteins are lazy. And all the lefties are. They try to take a meme Trump does. Well, we'll do Trump's meme first. I'm sure you guys have seen this. This was the best meme Trump may have ever posted. King Trump. Truth Social, Donald Trump. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Donald J. Trump. I mean, I think I can play the music. We'll find out. Big channels can. That is epic. I'm sorry. That is epic. AI can be used for horrible things, but AI can also be just epic for memes. Especially if you have the brain to try to, talk it through. I don't know if you guys have worked with AI much, but sometimes you really got to talk like a retarded 2-year-old to these things to get it to do what you want. That is beautiful. Oh, God. That is just amazing. And Harry Sisson is throwing a fit. Oh, my God, Trump assaulted me. And I actually commented on one of his posts going, screw you. You pieces of crap have been assaulting Donald Trump for years. You do it daily. But God forbid he says anything back. That is the way the left is. They have no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. Because they believe it's fine to attack people when it's for their reasons. But God forbid anybody attack me back. I'll throw a fit. It's not hypocrisy. They just don't truly care. Power. Power, 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 and that's it. So that's what it is. Yeah, the one where King Trump shits on Sisson. That is just beautiful. I mean, even just the visuals. I mean, he starts out with King Trump. Come on. In a fighter jet. You can tell it's AI, though, the mask. It doesn't get the mask right. I've run into this a lot of problems. He's missing a strap here. It's just kind of glued to his face. It happens. But still. That's beautiful. Ugh. That is my favorite part. I mean, that's pretty good. And his mouth is open. Oh, he's getting in his mouth. In his mouth. Just everybody getting doused. That is beautiful. That might be a better image of it. That looks a lot better, but it's shorter. That is better. That is much more clear. Up. Mute. Mute. Now watch. That half a second will probably get me nailed. I swear it will. That half a second. That is much clearer. It's shorter, but much clearer. I love that. There we go. That's worth it. More clear, though. The half a second of Top Gun theme, I'm sure will get me nailed. You know I was talking. There's a whiny. This is what Trump sees when he hears no kings. Oh, man. These people just can't handle it. Yeah, it's so worth it. Harry Sisson throwing a fit. But I was trying to find... Krasenstein had another one. And I don't know if I can find it. Let me see here. Oh, God. What did... Oh, it's Jessica from a couple of days ago, so that's not useful. We already talked about this jackass here telling people to... He should be in jail. He was openly calling for violence. All right, so I thought I had some... Krasenstein had posted a response poo meme, and I don't know if I can find it. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. And I don't think they understand it's not funny. Trump has already done it. You're just trying to copy. It's not funny when you go, oh, yeah, we can do that. I know you are, but what am I? That's all this is.
Armed. Ready to make history?
Let's do it. Cargo lever coming down. Package away.
That's going to leave a mark.
Best delivery we've made all week.
All right, let's head home before anyone looks up. Doors armed.
It's not even as well done. It's nowhere near as fun, as cool. This is the left. And as Danny's saying, they can't meme. They seriously just can't meme. They're horrible. They're piss poor. Joel, don't do it, man. Joel, the plane wasn't correct. I got crossed between an F-15 and an F-18. Well, of course, that's the King's plane. King Trump gets a plane that's got the best of both. That's the shit carrier. That's the one where that's got the special poo tanks. But yeah, I mean, the lefties cannot meme. They just, yeah, Dairy Queen, exactly, Joel. You must know those jokes. Oh, there's some others that are... Yeah, you don't make those jokes on YouTube. That meme from the left was really shitty. It was. This is their response. This is the best they could do. I mean, seriously.
Ready to make history?
Let's do it. Cargo lever coming down. Package away.
That's going to leave a mark.
Best delivery we've made all week.
All right, let's head home before anyone looks up.
It's not near as good. This is what they thought was they gotcha. I think there's another one about a helicopter, too, going over Mar-a-Lago. Let's see. I don't think I can find it right off. There it is. Yeah, this is the other one they thought was funny. I don't know about the sound, so give me a second. Okay. So this is the other one that they thought was funny. This one's better. This is better, but it's still not as good. All they're doing is copying. All they're trying to do is copy. It's I know you are, but what am I? I know, but no. And they don't understand why when Trump does it, it's funny, but then they do it afterwards, it's not. People are going, it's done and done better. They can't meme. Or else they could come up with their own meme and not try to copy Trump. 90% of their meme responses to Trump's memes are just trying to copy his meme and go, well, we did it better. No, we didn't. This is not better in any way. This is not. Sorry, it's got some music there. I'm being careful. That's it. That's not near as good. See, also, you need the people to move. Because look at the people. See how bad they do? None of the people budge. Not a single person budges. At least when Trump did it, it was getting the people. See? They can't meme properly. But they thought that was a gotcha. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Mags. Harry Sisson is bought by... Oh, he is 100% bought and paid for. Yeah, Harry Sisson is the left's attempt at getting a Joe Rogan. He is the closest they've come, and they pay that guy mucho dinero. So, yeah. But, yeah, he wouldn't ever be able to debate anyone. No, he can't. I believe Andrew Wilson has tried to debate him, and so is another guy Andrew Wilson knows, and he can't do it unless he's on TikTok and has his mute button or has his controls. And he wants to make idiot rules. So, yeah, 100%. He cannot debate. He's a douche canoe. And I'm not saying I can debate him. I'm a dumbass. I'm an auto mechanic in his basement. It's my basement, not my mommy's. In my basement, around all my sci-fi stuff and pop culture stuff, talking on here. So yeah, but I'll tell you what. Whew, come on, Republican Party, conservatives, whatever. Give me a little money to chit chat. I can talk. Come on. I'll say that's where the right loses out. The left will pump money into people to try to keep their smooth brains zombified. The right needs to do a little more of that. Oh, Lord. That was a shitty meme, though. All right, let me check over on Rumble. I see a couple of you over there. Like I said, I posted a link to the YouTube chat in case you can't. It seems like a lot of people Rumble just like to watch. My views show that on Rumble, too. They like to watch, but not chat so much. All right, so... we were talking about the memes, but that was the best one. Still the best, by far. That's not even close to what they did. That is epic. The fans getting hit, people getting hit, poo, faces. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so here we go. You can read my header. Now, when I ask in my title, was the No Kings protest a letdown? Yeah, to the left it was. Because one, they knew this was nerfed. Besides, it was mostly Q-tip heads out there. The white people, the very white hair. Don't look at me going, mistake. Well, there probably were mostly white people too. Out there protesting. There was the old people who, one, had to get to the Sizzler and the Golden Corral early dinner so they could get to bed by 7. They had curfews on a lot of these, and they were hard pressed. The actual No Kings organizers had a hard time. They had a time where that was it. It was over. Done. And a lot of the old Democrats were out there trying to act like they were a part of the No Kings. Yeah, where? Get that king. Then suddenly, oh shit, we got to go. And as those old school, legacy Democrats ran off, everything closed down. They knew this one, a lot of these old people weren't going to handle late nights. They were going to leave anyway when it got dark. Got to get home, take the Metamucil, take my teeth out, put them in the cup, watch MSNBC and go, we got Trump. Yeah, Esther, we got him. You're right, Bocephus, we got him. So they had to stop it. Also, they were scared shitless. The Democrat establishment had come out and told these No Kings, we won't open the government before this to help give you something to stand on. But, you got to stop the violence. So the only way they knew they could stop it is stop it early. There were a lot of these things ending way early. You didn't see a lot of streams last night talking, oh, No Kings after dark, because they were done. They knew they had to end it. They knew any violence and they were screwed. There were a few pockets, but nothing big. But yeah, I think everybody was surprised, left and right, how everybody, and there were people I saw posting on the left who are just pissed. They're like, what the hell? Who said closing time? Everything closed up nationwide pretty much. It was nuts. But yeah, I actually typed in leftists disappointed by No Kings protests. Yeah. Leftists are melting down after their No Kings protest was a total disaster. One protester broke out. Let's see here. Oh, I was not going to play the video? Oh, no, I was not going to play his video. Okay, but I got what he wrote here. Fine. I got other ones they talk. I thought I had the talking one on this one. Bro. No King's Day was so anti-productive. My voice is gone from leading chants. When I yelled Free Palestine, hey, maybe Palestine should have kept the ceasefire. We can talk about that right at the end if you want. Or from Palestine to Mexico. These border walls have got to go. Nobody said a thing. He even blasted his own side. They had Democrat voter registration tables, cops they invited, and when it was over, they told everyone to leave. See? That's what I was talking about. It was like, boom, we're done. The establishment said stop, and everything stopped. I swear, man, it was seriously like somebody at the Sizzler, Golden Corral, whatever in your area, Shakey's, rang that geriatric early dinner special bell, and they're like, oh shit, we save $4 if we go right now, Gladys. Boom, gone. I wish I was making this up. Even the far left activists are finally realizing what the rest of America knows. Yeah, No Kings movement isn't a revolution. It's a DNC sponsored photo op. Yep. 100%. That's an old one there. Oh, that is newer, but let's see. Let's see what this guy has to say. I didn't vet this
no
one,
momentum. So this new Kings rally that we heard about for months that happened on Saturday, what a bust and what a clown show. So let's talk about this so-called rally on Saturday, October 18th, because, well, this wasn't a rally. This was a chair support group for people with no message and no momentum. This was just a bunch of old, tired white women running around with cardboard
signs. There were white men. There were white men. Like I said, one NBC reporter, I could look it up, actually commented on how many old hair there, how much old white hair there was.
They had nothing else to do with 3 masks on. Now, they hyped this thing for weeks like it was some sort of a major movement. This was supposed to be their Lexington and Concord moment. Instead, this was more like a sad open mic night, like a karaoke with bad politics. Plus, it was funded by every left-wing group you can imagine, all the left-wing banners. The bottom line of this thing is a lot of these people went home at 1 o'clock across the country. You know why? Because they were only paid to 1 o'clock.
There were people paid, too. They've talked about that. There were people paid, and a lot of them left right around 1 or 2. But a lot of people, they were stopping all of it right around dusk. Right around 6, 7 o'clock. Done. Yeah, and remember, when the No Kings protests were called No Tyrants protests, where they actually have kings. Yeah. Now, let me see here. Let's see if I can find... Oh, Ray Race Brian. Yeah, I type slow, guys. I can find a way to get this mic out of my way. Is this it right here? Okay. NBC Boston calls out the old lackluster crowd, No Kings protest. An older crowd, a lot of white hair, you see Q-tips. Not a lot of young people. Even they can't.
People I know who are there. This is an older crowd. There's not a lot of folks, and granted, it's a big crowd here. I'm not good at estimating, but it's definitely over 2,000, maybe close to 3,000. We can't see everyone, but it's an older crowd. A lot of white hair. You see out there Q-tips, as we used to call them in the business.
Oh, man. And if you go look at videos, as many 20-something retards that are there, there is a shitload of geriatrics. Yeah, Trump. Gladys, your teeth fell out. Shit, Trump.
And they're out protesting, and not a lot of young people. And also, again, portraying this I hate America idea that this is what this protest is about, showing people who are boomers and middle-aged out taking time from their day on a Saturday.
Wow. Who knew Maddow? Boy, Maddow must have a big family. She must have a bunch of sisters, well, maybe brothers, to work for the NBC everywhere. Because here's Maddow's brother, sister, something. But she told the truth.
To come and protest and be heard at the nation's oldest public park, Boston Common. People I know who are there. This is an old...
That is just beautiful. I love it. Oh, that's just beautiful. It just is. You can't pay for that type of just... Even the honesty smacks him upside the head. Golden Corral is delicious. It is. It's just what I had. But they still have that early dinner special for the old folks. I mean, Denny. Okay, I could say Denny's. Or Village Inn. Village Inn has a lot of cute tips every time I'm around there. The olds had to get to Golden Corral before 4:30 p.m. to get that early discount. That's it. 100%, Danny. A lot of them have that early dinner discount. You get you in there with your AARP card, and there you go. My son had an idea to make trailers into portable slot machines, slot machine casinos, and park near the crowd. They would, oh my God, they would all drop the signs and crowd the trailers and just sit there like zombies. Have you ever been to the casinos? We have a decent amount in my area. They started out as riverboat, but now they're all on land. But they just sit there. They're like zombies. That would definitely... You got to wonder if all the casinos in these cities where they had casinos around, I wonder if they lost money on No King's Day because all the old people were out doing this instead of being in the casinos. You didn't see any No Kings protests. Brought to you by Bally's. Brought to you by Riverwalk Casino. Brought to you by the Apache Nation Casino. I bet all the casinos are like, no, we're going to lose $90 million today. That's a good one, Mag. I heard the left would open up the government after the No Kings protest. Will it happen? I don't know. Joel, they've already been caught admitting, yes, that's why they were keeping it closed. Because they didn't want the lefties to be pissed at them. They wanted to be able to go and spout and act like, we're with you. They wanted to be able to spout and act like they're part of the rebellion. They wanted to have their table. Sign up to vote for us, please. Yeah, they wanted it. But I don't know because I think they're stuck. I don't think there's an upside to them opening the government now. Because I think their left is going to go, why are you doing it? Why are you giving Trump his stuff? I think sooner or later Trump's going to win it. Will it damage the Republicans some? Probably. But I think Trump is doing a good job because what? Harry Enton. Let's see here. Let me see. I think I can call that. Hang on. I don't know if I'm spelling his name right. See if I got this. There we go. All right, here we go. This guy, I am starting to wonder if this guy is actually a center-right person. Because I don't know, he always looked so surprised before. Either he's super out of touch, he's good at his math it seems, but he's super out of touch because he's always surprised. And he's not acting surprised. He's surprised. God, I can't believe Trump is doing better with this. Or, oh, the American public still supports him. That's crazy. Are you not paying attention? We voted for this. In fact, a lot of people that supported Trump are mad at Trump for not doing enough. We want more. So this is peak beauty right here.
About Donald Trump shutdowns, net approval rating, we're talking 20 days into it. In 2018/2019, Donald Trump's net approval rating was already falling. The shutdown was eating into his popular support. It was down 3 points already at this particular point and would fall considerably more. It was very much on the decline. You come over to this side of the screen, this shutdown hasn't eaten into Donald Trump's support at all. His net approval rating is actually up a point in terms of his popular.
Because, one, Trump is doing a better job with the media this time, getting out there the facts. English bad, I have. But he's getting the facts out there. He's got Carolyn Levitt out there. He's got his J.D. Vance. Other people are out there. And the American public is looking, going, wait a minute. Wait a second. They're seeing who's keeping it closed and why. Especially since, I can't remember which Democrat I played here about 4 or 5 days ago, openly admitted they're keeping it shut down for the illegals. They want that health care for illegals. And they are going to sit on this. And then another one said after No King's Day, maybe. Was that Schumer? We might open it. So they know. This is the one thing Republicans are bad at. Well, not one thing. A lot of things. But this is one of their worst things. They are horrible at PR. They've always let the left hang shutdowns on them, even one of the times it was the left's fault. And this time it's the left's fault. And it's nice to see America is seeing it. America's going, bullshit. We see you, Democrats.
Popular support. So the bottom line is this. The first shutdown during Trump's first term, 2018-2019, was hurting Donald Trump. This one is not hurting him at all. There's no real reason Donald Trump might say, at least when it comes to popular support, I want to get out of this shutdown.
Now that right there, that goes to what you were asking. Will we reopen now? Trump had to kind of come to a table with a little bit of his tail between his legs back in the 2018-2019 shutdown. Now, he may not. He knows his poll numbers are doing good. The Democrats are in the rat hole right now. And he's going to go, screw you. He might. And yes, it's not great for America, but in the long run, in the short term, it may hurt. But in the long run, once again, Trump likes to play the long game. That's another place Republicans are bad at. Republicans are worried about, oh my God, this poll. Oh my God, this second. Oh, we can't look bad for 2 days. Trump looks ahead and goes, okay, this is going to suck ass. This may even hurt me and my party for the next couple weeks, maybe a month. But man, we come out of this with everything we want. Boom. That's what Trump is looking at. And I really think, I don't know if the Democrats can meet him now because they're going to be seen as, I think their poll numbers will drop even more if they give in now. And they know that. They've got to appease the far left of their party now. That's all that's left. The old and the far left, well, same thing. But Trump is now doing good. While he doesn't want us to hurt, I think he's going to stand pat. He's going to make the Democrats make the move. He's going to make them make concessions. He may make 1 or 2, but they are definitely going to have to come to his side a lot. He's got the power to do so. I don't know. I don't like the shutdowns per se. I don't like average Americans getting caught in the middle of this crap because our Congress is so dysfunctional. Because the smooth brains got to feed the Trump haters. So I don't know. I wish they could be better at it, but I think it's going to be tough. Yeah, Schumer shutdown. I do know, called that Schumer shutdown. I think he calls it that here, too.
What about the question of blame?
Yeah, okay. What about the question of blame? Okay, you see here, you see Donald Trump's net approval rating was down 2018 to 2019. You talk about 2025 as net approval rating is up. It comes down to the blame game, a game I loved to play when I was younger.
That's a huge difference. And now think of this. CNN's polling, most polls out there always oversample lefties. Most polls, especially Fox News poll, look that shit up. But a lot of the CNN polls, a lot of these polls out there usually favor lefties even in the best situation. They always oversample. A lot of right-leaning people don't want to answer polls. They go, screw you. But yeah, so if you go that there's oversampled anyway, that's bad. That is huge. 2018, 2019, 61% they blame Trump. Now 48%. You get rid of the oversampling. Whoa, shit. That is apocalyptic for Democrats. I don't know. I think they may have to, the Democrats may want to stand strong to appease the far left loons. Because if they go to Trump's side, there's some of these people that are going to go all Tesla on them. I don't know. But Trump, he's got a leg to stand on to say, screw you. Come to the Trump side of the force. You're going to have to meet me 3/4 of the way. I might have been nice before I met you, 60% of the way. Now it's going to be 3/4.
Blame Trump for the shutdown. A great deal. In 2018/2019, 61%, more than 3 in 5 Americans blame Trump a great deal for that particular shutdown. You come over to this side of the screen. Look at this. It's a different world. It's a different world. 48% of Americans blame Trump a great deal for this particular shutdown. So it's more than 3 in 5 back in 2018/2019. It's less than half, a drop of 13 points. Again, it's no real wonder that Donald Trump at this point, looking at the shutdown, says, you know what, it's not actually harming me politically, in large part because he's getting less of the blame.
And he's doing things differently during this shutdown.
100%. Democrats are pissed as hell. Technically, I'm not sure. I think it's a gray area. I don't think it's totally against the rules, but it's border. He's pulling money from other areas and making sure the military and some other stuff is paid. And they are just pissed. Oh my God, we got to impeach him. He's doing illegal stuff. You know what? I think the American people will stand behind him because he's pulling money to make sure the people in our military get hurt less. American public's going to look at that. Even if he's breaking the rules, it's kind of he's doing it for a good reason. You assholes are shutting us down for illegals. He's doing shit that's not quite right to help our soldiers and military and the weakest among us, the most ones actually need help. Well, Democrats, yeah, go stand on that one.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, MagD5, have a good one, bud. I don't know. I'll probably be off here in a little bit as I got to change here in about 20, 30 minutes to take my dogs for a walk. But I might be back on a later stream tonight. We'll see how I can handle it. But thank you, MagD5. Do hit thumbs up on the way out. And anybody that hasn't, welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. I don't ask you subscribe to my crazy ass. If you come back once or twice other times, and I can make you laugh, cry, make you mad, make you sad, then subscribe. For right now, please hit thumbs up and feel free to chat, whether you're on YouTube or Rumble. And I am checking you guys on Rumble. I see you over there. So, yeah.
Exactly right. You know, we talk about Donald Trump and you say, okay, he wants to be a consequential, influential president. Well, if the legislative process is basically freezed up, on Capitol Hill, you may say, well, then he can't actually get legislation through. But that's not how Trump is governing in this term. We've spoken about.
No, Trump is using executive powers this time. Last time he was a little chicken to use them. There are powers he has as executive. He's going to fire Democrats out of all their friggin' things, their committees, their little, slush funds. He's firing them out of crazy shit. He's going to use executive powers to do what he can do. And the people are seeing that. It's like, ugh.
About this over and over and over again. He's using his pen. He's about that.
Now, it is called the Schumer shutdown. I don't know if this is the one where he says it.
2018/2019. Donald Trump's first term 2018-20.
Right, so this isn't it.
About Donald
there's
Trump's
the one there's one where he actually calls it right out, the Schumer shutdown. So, there's one where he calls it the Schumer shutdown. All right, but thanks to MagD5, buddy. Appreciate it. If anybody else knew, if I missed, on location with Scott. Hey, Scott, what's up, man? Hey, Scott. Let me know give me a thumbs up if that was you that messaged me. I think I just caught somebody who had hacked your account, bud. They started messaging me acting like you and started some publishers clearinghouse BS. So I think I reported them. So let me know. I don't think that was you, bud. I don't think you're going to get a hold of me. I know you and I've talked many times, and I don't think you're going to go, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I got hurt, blah, blah, but also, hey, how about this publisher clearinghouse craziness? So you might want to check on this. I reported it because that was not you. Okay, so it wasn't you. Okay, I didn't think so, bud. So you might want to check it out. I reported them because they started that BS. So right away, I was like, ooh, something stinks. Because at first I was like, okay, hey, buddy. Then I was like, wait a minute, this is going downhill. Okay, Urbaxy, what is up? Got some good UK representation in here tonight. Does all foreign aid stop when there's a government shutdown? Don't think so, Joel, because I think there's already stuff that's running like Ukraine. Remember, they made it so Trump couldn't stop aid? And that's still baked in and already going. It's stuff Congress has already passed, already allocated money for, and it's already going out. So, no, unfortunately, I do not think so. Let's find out, though. Let's see. I think I'm right, though. Sorry, typing with this thing. Man, I got to change this. I don't think it does. No. Yeah, but many programs are severely impacted. Shutdown will halt most non-essential foreign aid activities. Ukraine, Israel, all that's called essential. And you know how government people, they're called about 90% of everything essential. Because to the government, every single one of those workers is essential too. Even though, strangely, we seem to do okay with about 70 or 80% of them. So no, it doesn't. It doesn't. There are some that keep going. Stuff that's already baked in, already voted in, already running. That goes. So no, it doesn't all shut. It doesn't all go away. How you doing tonight, Urbexy? Trump learned well from his first term. Well, Scott, I don't know about well. I would say Trump learned from his first term, but I'm not sure he learned enough. I've caught some hell from a few other Trump-supporting friends when I say that because Trump needs to be going much harder on this immigration crap. Much. I mean, this is anemic. This needs to be at 20 times what it is right now to get out even a percentage of what Biden's handlers brought in. Let alone the other 50 million illegals we already had here. So, yeah, it needs to be stepped up. And the people doing this illegal shit, Pritzker, Johnson, you name it, should be arrested. You do not get to stand in the way of our law enforcement. How about just the very fact of the people of the United States of America voted? We had the election. Democrats in your democracy, you had it, you lost. You are getting in the way of our law enforcement. You are breaking the law. You go watch the standard police body cam video on YouTube, and what do you see? Oh my God, you got in the way of the law. You hindered law enforcement. You're under arrest. But we are letting thousands of people, millions of people even, and governors and mayors hinder our law enforcement illegally. So, and Trump, these judges are still making rulings. The Supreme Court said you can't do this, and they're still doing it. And Trump is still going, well, we'll have to beat him in court. No. You need to say, the Supreme Court has ruled you can't do this. Send Carolyn Levitt go, here's the Constitution. Here's federal law. They're breaking both. Fuck off. That's what Trump needs to do. He needs to just stop this crap. So I don't know if he learned well. Yeah, Scott, if you are live tonight, feel free to post the link in the chat here. Oh, next week. I see it. I caught up. Okay. But feel free to do that. Seeing President stand up for his troops makes me feel... Yeah, 100%, Danny. I mean, the Democrats are stopping our government for illegals, non-citizens. Trump is maybe gray areaing, maybe even breaking the rules a little, but he's doing it for a noble cause to give the troops their pay, to give police their pay, to support what Americans he can support still, even if it's off his own back, putting himself kind of at risk on the Democrats for doing so. That's a man who loves the country. Democrats are fighting for illegals. Trump will put himself in even more trouble, possibly, for our military and citizens. I think the American people will support that. I changed my path. Okay, no problem, Scott. I'm glad you caught that. So, yeah, I did report them. So, feel free to message me from your new account, and I'll figure out a question. I'll ask you at the time to make sure it's you or you. Of course, you can always call me. We still have each other's phone numbers, too. USAID have stopped. Well, yeah, but you still got Soros. And USAID stopping doesn't mean they didn't already have money in the coffers. It stopped all the new money and stuff from flowing, but they've already flowed a bunch of money out to their non-government entities, their NGOs, are sitting on a shitload of money. They just know they can't refill the coffers. So that's why I think they're also desperate. The NGOs are desperate because they know now they have a finite amount. Even Soros and all these others are only putting in so much. Without USAID, them coffers, where those bank accounts held steady, now it's like shit. Yeah, your immigration system is worse than ours. Canada is about 10 years away from going the way of the UK. If you guys don't correct course in 10 years, you're going to be where the UK is right now. You will be the minority in your own country. And it won't be the same country anymore. UK is a matter of a couple years from being unreversibly changed. Maybe not where Rebecca's at, but UK proper is looking pretty rough. I mean, arresting people for jokes and memes and everything else. Just ask how many genders there are. His double-digit answer will confirm it's him. Oh, no. It will not take 10 years to be 5 tops. Wow. So it's even worse than I knew. And I'm really good using my VPN and go around watching news. And I talk to people over in other countries. And yeah, it's wow. That's 5. Oof. Now, do you think you guys will get it reversed, though? I don't know. And there's still rumblings that at least 1 or 2 of your provinces want to break off and join America. The problem is, I'm not sure America wants them. Because even your right-leaning provinces are still kind of left compared to us. So I'm not sure we need to have anybody might join the lefties. Guys, do me a favor. I can hear Buckle Bunny in my head telling me I should be doing this more often. Please hit thumbs up for the stream. And share this craziness out with anybody you think might be interested. We are 1 hour and 22 minutes in, and I'm looking on Rumble. There's still a few people on Rumble, too. And, yeah, so, no, not all of the age shuts down, unfortunately. But, yeah, there's a lot of these lefties. Get back to where we were. A lot of lefties are pissed. Leftists have realized that participating in yesterday's No Kings rally was a complete waste of time, and Democrats are cooked. Now, what do you think these lefties are going to do once more of them realize this? I think they're going to get more violent, more desperate, maybe even attack the legacy Democrat Party and lean more towards some Mamdanis or AOCs. I think they're going to go more socialist, more communist. Do you think so? Let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think if more Democrats realize, or more lefties realize, this No Kings and this Democrat stuff they're pushing us to do is useless, it's stupid, it's not working out, or they're using us? I think they're going to go more socialist, more Democrat, go more towards Mamdamis and AOCs. But what do you think?
I went to the rally yesterday for No Kings, and let's just say we might be actually kind of cooked. That's how I felt like after leaving. First, we were standing in front of City Hall. City Hall is closed. And we were just standing there, literally just standing there. And then people had their funny signs and funny costumes, which I understand is supposed to portray us as non-violent and peaceful and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it seems like a very fun community event, but nothing really that's going to make any big changes.
First off, she's got her jumper cable attachments on her nose. Remember, make sure you get that polarity right. That's what happened. Somebody jump-started her with the polarity backwards. It turned her into a lefty. If you maybe reverse that polarity, you bring them back to waking up conscious. Yeah, you shouldn't have jump-start contacts on your nose. Just telling you.
Don't get me wrong, I feel like it's good to raise awareness, because if someone's driving by, they're probably like, I wonder what's all that crowd, and they'll probably look it up. But besides that, I can't see anything else.
No, they're laughing at you. They're going, oh, look, there's a bunch of morons.
This was useful for, no offense. And what I find even worse is people were packing their bags. Mine was from 10 to 11:30. At 11:25, they were packing their bags ready to go. It's like, did you guys just come for like a casual hangout? And then I bet after that, they probably went to restaurants with their friends.
Now, the Krasensteins and some other biggies like Sisson talked about, oh, this went on so long. They're ignoring this. Even people on the ground. Oh, that's it. Lunchtime. Time to go. People are closing up, walking away. That's just wow. Wow. Maybe the Soros money was running out for this thing.
Supporting the exact people that were boycotting against me. Oh my God. I mean, it was a fun experience, but if we want change, I don't think that's the I went to the rally.
I'm telling you, somebody reverse polarity on them jumpstart contacts and see if we can get her back. Well, by the No Kings protest, the city has them confined to a park. Not a very big turnout. It was definitely going to flop. In our area, I don't know if I can look up in our area. Let me try. Let me actually try here, guys. October. Oops. Let's see. 18th, right? See if it comes up. Ooh, he's trying to lay groundwork to say we are Terry's. Resist, fight back. Strange how if Trump says fight, 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 it's dog whistle for violence, but hey, they can say it. Trying to see if they had any images from it, but that's how tiny it was. No games about to rain or shine. Oh, I do love this. This was gorgeous.
I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
What's your response to the protests over the weekend, the No Kings protests?
All right, let me try it again for you.
I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
What's your response to the protests over the weekend, the No Kings protests?
I think it's a joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country. And I looked at all the brand new signs paid for.
We did the math. I showed you, if we go by Brian Krasenstein's number, 2% of the population. If you add another 5 to 10% that just couldn't make it or too lazy or just don't care enough, you know, if you're talking 12, 14%, that still leaves 86 to 90% of the public going, yeah, bullshit.
I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective.
No way USAID money, at least not much. They got to parse that out now a little more.
And the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
Nope, not at all.
President, besides San Francisco.
By the way, I'm not a king.
Mr. President, who won the election. Bunch of idiots. Now this crap, we'll talk about this. I'll catch up with you guys in the chat, but man, this stuff here, feel free to read ahead and get ready to start putting stuff in the chat, because what the hell? This stuff is sick. These people are mental. Danielle, at the rate Canada is going, the West will be the 51st, 52nd, 53rd, maybe 54 states. But the thing is, as for the East, it will be Canada-stan. The problem is, I don't know if we can make Canada, any Canadian provinces our next 2 or 3 states. May have to be territories of the United States for a while with no voting powers for a while. Because we're going to have to fix them a little bit, because even a lot of right-leaning Canadians are still kind of left compared to a lot of America, and we cannot afford to, as the left is getting its comeuppance here and losing some power, we can't afford to give them an edge. We really can't. We can't afford to make up for what they're about to lose in the illegal alien votes and electoral college stuff and the census fix in 2030. So I don't know, Danielle. I don't know if we can bring them on. I heard Kash Patel is going to charge Soros and his... Yeah, they are. They are actually tracking the money. That is amazing news. And don't give me crap, lefties, because Obama used the IRS and Lois Lerner to go after right-leaning groups, even though they were legal. They were using the IRS against them. Remember that shit. So, man, these are people trying to actually screw our country up. So, you know what? Fair's fair. Lefties always do this insane shit. It's fine when it's them, but then when somebody else does it back, even if they do it legally, oh my God, fascism. Ugh. Just, it's not hypocrisy. Remember, Democrats have no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. If you hug a Democrat, make sure, like in Dune, you're looking down. Are you doing shield practice? Yeah. Look down for that knife trying to come through that shield and get you. They'll be hugging you. I love you. Yeah. Democrats. I think the West will separate and become Western Canada or create. Yeah, that's another one. Scott, you're right. Kanukistan. Kanukistan. Nice. Applause. That's good. I thought Canadistan or Canadistan. That sounds like Canadistan. Canadistan was good, but Kanukistan. Now, do you guys, okay, Canadians, do you think your country's about to break up? People talk about America as close to a civil war, and we are. Closer than we've been in generations. But what about Canada? Is Canada and maybe the UK heading for a civil war? Are you heading for a V for Vendetta moment over there in the UK? Are enough people pissed off and standing up at in the UK? I don't know. But yeah, that's a good point. Canada, Isn't Davenport an old way of saying couch? Yes, it is, Joel. Davenport, Iowa is the biggest of the Quad Cities, though. It has 100,000 people. Then there's Rock Island, has like 40. Moline has like 45. It's not, don't ask me why it's Quad Cities, because we have Davenport and Bettendorf and kind of Eldridge on the Iowa side. Then we have Milan, Rock Island, Moline, East Moline, and Silvis on the Illinois side. But it's about 430,000 people in this metro area. People think it's small because we're kind of a rural-looking city scape, but we are a good-sized little group of peoples here. But yes, it is an old way of saying of a couch, yes. Which I'd love to know the etymology of that. I am from Montana, and I just want to go on record as defending ABSK. They're a lot like the people of Montana and Dakota. And the Dakotas. Well, well, I mean, you talk about what is it? Parts of Oregon want to break off and join Idaho. A lot of Illinois. There's actual movements in Illinois that a lot of Illinois would like to break off and join either Indiana or Iowa. There's a lot of shit going on. So I wonder if is Canada that close to really having a breakup? And I'm going to leave that to Scott and anybody else and Canadians to tell me that. I've been to 20-25 times. Yes, people from Alberta there are very close to leaving. Yeah, Alberta has been, from my perspective down here, Alberta has been the most outspoken one about, hey, Mr. Trump, maybe we should talk, you know? That would be decimating to Canada. And I don't know, do you think they'd let him go? Do you think they'd actually go to a civil war in Canada to stop him? That'd be something. Oof. Yes, I think there will be a non-confidence vote here in Canada. Haven't you guys come really close in the last, 20, 30 years to actually having, is it non-confidence vote? A vote for certain provinces to leave? I thought sometime in the last 20, 30 years, there were some votes that came super flipping close. Wexit. Western exit of Canada, Wexit. I like that. I mean, that might be the actual name for it. I don't know, but I like it. Wow, that'd be crazy. Canada's heading towards a revolution, not civil war. Ooh. The forced gun buyback deadline is fast approaching, and groups are training to defend them. Wow. Jay Watterson, damn, buddy. That's, wow, shit could get frisky up there. Now, here's a question. You guys have a revolution. What do you think would happen in Canada and America if the Trump administration backs, like, let's say, Alberta or the people trying to break off to form their own Canada? Actual Canada, we'll call it good Canada. Real Canada. Canada, or as we used to call our buddies all the time. So if the Trump administration or our government supports good Canada, do you think that would end the revolution there quicker or amp it up? Or do you think maybe that would also trigger the lefties in our country to go loony? That's a question. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that, Jay Watterson. Thank you. Man, I've been paying more attention to the UK lately and a couple other places, the Venezuela thing, and all the Hamas idiocy in Israel. They just couldn't not fight. They went around shooting their own people, and then they had to go back after Israel. They cannot do it. They just cannot. Man, these people are just jackasses. I'm not taking a side. They had a chance. Here we go again. And I know there are going to be some Hamas, Palestine, whatever people out there. They had to. Israel's still evil. No, it was stopped. It was stopped. May not be perfect, but it was stopped. Oh, no. Had to go back into it. No, I'm talking about the House of Commons. We're going to separate. I'll be moving there before they do. I'm an MB. Ooh, you in enemy territory there, Scott. Ooh. Yeah. I know for a while there you actually said the phrase. I don't know how serious you were about trying to become an American for a little bit there. Woof. Let me take a look over on Rumble. All right. Still got a couple people sitting over there watching. Thank you very much. All right. We're not going to be on a lot longer. I know my dogs are probably crossing their legs. I can see there being a new Ho Chi Minh Trail established leading into Canada. Wow. That would be crazy. Jay Watterson, man, that would be flipping nuts. I mean, man. Man, oh man, oh man. You almost wonder if we could if the United States government might finally get tired of bullshit in Mexico at that time. And while shit's going nuts in Canada and everything's distracted, might look at Mexico and go, that's it, we're coming in, the cartels are done. That's it, we're done. You're not fixing them, you're sending all your people here, you're taking money from us, you're sending drugs, your guys are shooting across the border at us, you got your gangs are in our country, that's it. We're done. You gotta wonder. All right, so let's move on real quick to this. These are kids at the No Kings rally. So nothing has worked for Democrats. Now they're resorting to having kids pokey poke a doll replica of Donald Trump. Stunning how many adults are just watching this. Nothing in their soul is telling them this is wrong. No, the parents hung this up. They hung up the Trump yada and are wanting these kids to do this. This is stupid. This is insanity. I'm going to turn that down because that music, but holy crap. No, the adults are standing around. They think this is funny. Besides, what type of mental idiot brings children and pets to these? Where there could be tear gas, people get trampled, hurt. There may be I'm sorry, in those big crowds of lefties, there's some people should never be around children or animals. But oh no, we're hanging this up. Woohoo! Bring your kid to the No Kings protest. What a good time. Let's have them fake end of the president's life. Great. Training the next generation of leftards. I remember when my mommy and daddy used to take me to the No Kings protest, and we used to stab the Trump doll and then beat it and go, woohoo, mommy and daddy showed me such good times. Pure insanity to ever have children here. Imagine if people had brought children to J6. Imagine the screaming. Whoa. Those people never would have saw their kids again. If the left, had their way. If they'd been children there. Oh no, bring them here. Tee-hee. Wow. Remember, this is the ever-tolerant left. The peaceful left. Man, oh man, oh man. Sorry, I don't know if that ding, ding, ding can be copyrighted. What is with these women? I'm sorry, lefty women are the most insane creatures on earth. There's a reason nobody dates them.
Get off my land! I told you, get off my land! It's my land! Get off!
Get off your land. You don't look like an American native Indian there, bud. These people are loony. Pure evil. Man, oh man. What the absolute shit. I don't want to play the... I want to see if it's got music. Oh my God. Now you know she's not black. She has no rhythm. Black people, aren't you pissed off right now? You should be. She's now claiming she's black. Black people have rhythm. Can outdance my pasty ass any day of the week. What's this? She ain't black. She just proved it. She just proved she's more Asian or whatever than black. Ain't no black there. Black people everywhere right now are pissed. She ain't black. That just proved it. Man, oh man. All right, last thing we're going to move on to is this jackass. Once again, you got this right here. Teaching kids to go do this crap. Be violent. Be violent. Somebody disagrees with you, go be violent, Junior. And that moves to this. Let me catch up with you guys. Trail, if established, could be plenty going both ways. Hey, Jay Watterson. I don't have no problem with some lefties heading on up to Canada. In fact, I hate lefties. You don't like it here. America's so evil. Head on up. We'll pay for your ticket. I know Scott's like, shit. Scott's up there going, no. Yeah, Scott would be down here. What do you think spills out of the piñata? Probably SSRIs, probably more behavioral drugs. Probably put the kid on Ritalin even though he's not hyper. Put him on a bunch of antidepressants right away, and there's probably puberty blockers in there too. Probably comes out, now I can be a girl I've always been meant to be. So yeah, I'd say behavioral drugs and puberty blockers come spilling out. Oh, I'm so proud of you, little Junior. So good job, Jason. I'm Jenny now, Mom. Oh, even better. I've always wanted to be part of a crowd. Now I can be part of a cool group. I have my son, daughter. Woo. Yeah. So that's what's in the piñata. He has screamed, get off my land for days now. Yeah, well, the problem is, Danny, he don't look. I know people get on me, fine. He don't look Apache. He don't look Iroquois. He don't look Illinois, Indian tribe in Illinois. He don't look like them. And his accent don't sound like his accent sounds a little bit southern. Southern of our border. And them peoples were never up this high. So just saying. All right, so then we got them training these kids to be this. Accountant arrested after opening fire on MAGA supporter in dispute over Trump sign. As victim recalls bullets whizzing past his, yes, a bullet hit a refrigerator he had on his porch. It's in a rural area, on his porch, right near him. A 38-year-old accountant has been arrested after allegedly opening fire on a MAGA supporter who had a Trump flag in his yard. Benjamin Michael Campbell is charged with firing shots at the home of Mark Thomas, 62, in Nantahala Gorge, North Carolina. Wow, if I know I got that one wrong. On September 6th. Amazing how slow some news stories are getting out that are pretty big. Thomas, who owns a river rafting business in the picturesque area, caught the moment on camera. The gunman was seen raising a pistol from the sunroof of his vehicle and firing several rounds. Records seen by the Daily Mail indicate Campbell is a married accountant living in Cobb County. Well, he's got the Cobb stuck up his butt. Atlanta, which is around 160 miles south of Thomas's home. It's unclear what Campbell was doing in the rural area. Looking for trouble. Thomas said Campbell first caught his eye as he drove down his road at around 55 miles per hour, coming to a sudden screeching halt. So the guy was driving by, saw the sign, and just couldn't let that pass. He thought, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I can do what I want. Oh, get me. I'll get me a scalp, one of them Trump sign scalps. The Republican homeowner said he checked his security cameras and watched a man wearing an Antifa-style mask emerge from his Jeep Cherokee. Damn, I was expecting a Subaru. To inspect a Trump banner attached to a bus parked on the Thomas family property. He was driving along, saw the sign, slammed on his brakes, had a political trigger moment, and he just had to tear the sign down. He started reaching up on his tippy toes. Yes, he does seem pretty short. Sure, she's wearing heels, but he seems pretty short. He definitely looks like an Oompa Loompa there a little bit, and stubby little fingers too. He started reaching up on his tippy toes, trying to get the edge of the sign. I just thought to myself, this is not happening. I don't believe this. Now, this guy, he did something I wouldn't do. I'm a Trump supporter. I have weapons for my protection and my enjoyment, and I keep them handy. You know what good are they if you can't get to them when you need them? Yes. So I reached over and grabbed my rifle. Oh boy. Remember this again, this is a backwoods area. Thomas said he walked out onto his porch armed with a rifle. I wouldn't do this. When that bullet comes out of your firearm, you got to make sure you know where that thing's going because you're responsible for it. And in some rural areas, it's not really illegal to fire something up in the air. City limits, bad news, so never do that there, but I still would be careful ever doing this. Fired 2 warning shots into the air from a spot where Campbell could clearly see him, so they saw him fire into the air, not at him. By this point, he had ripped the sign off, and he just whipped it up and threw it down on the ground like he was proud of what he did. I thought, holy smokes. Now, here's the bad part. The intruder returned to his Jeep. He could have just drove off. But instead of heeding Thomas's warning and leaving, he circled back in his Jeep. Could have drove off, but circled back down his road while raising a gun through the sunroof and firing multiple times. So he could have drove off and chose to come back and assault a man on his own property after trespassing and stealing property. I found he fired 5 to 6 rounds as he was heading back down the driveway to the highway that passes in front of my place. I found 1 bullet hole in my refrigerator, which is on my porch. Thomas was standing on the porch at this point, and the bullet missed him by meters. Or feet. Feet. Referring to his surveillance footage of the incident, Thomas said, you can see dirt and grass flying up the air coming back down where the bullet struck the front yard. That is nuts. One could easily come close to me, definitely trying to end his life. Yeah, 100%. And there it is, sticking out of the sunroof. I'm not going to play the full video because I'm a small channel, and YouTube will be, that is violence. Even though I'm preaching, do not do this shit. Look at this crap. This guy's played too much GTR. Or GTR. Ah! Played too much GTA. What the hell? If you are over 18, let me see. Let me catch up here. What do you think, Pinata has been screened? CK 2024. If you are over 18 and think you are trans, you have a mental illness. If you are 18 and think you are trans, your mom has a mental illness. If you are 8 and think you are trans, yeah, 100%. It's Munchausen's by proxy. Look that up. Hey, Scott, have a good one, bud. I'm about done myself. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Danny. Jay Watterson, everybody else. I'm not done quite yet, but we're almost out here, guys. But look at this guy. He drove back by just blanging away with a firearm. By the way, that's pretty ballsy in a country setting. You're banging away. He's very lucky that Mr. Thomas did not respond. Because this, in a moving vehicle versus rifle, if that man had wanted to get rid of the guy who had just assaulted him and stolen his property, oh, shite. I mean, Jesus. I hope nobody tries this crap at my house. I still have my Trump stuff up. So, yeah, you go watch the full video. Look it up online. I'm not going to play the full video. But what a moron. So that's the left right there. And now they're training more of them. Train the little turds to be violent. Yeah. Why, Mommy and Daddy are back there. Woohoo. And then you get these asses. Couldn't drive by a Trump 2024 sign. They are mental. It could be GTR. Depends what the R stands for. It could be. It could be. Yeah. My God. Grand Theft Retard. I'll say it. Oh, man. I haven't tried the F-bomb yet on my channel. The F-A-G-A, T-bomb. You know, big channels can say it again on YouTube, but I haven't quite dropped that one yet. All right, so let's see. I thought I had something to say goodbye on. Oh, yeah, okay. Just a quickie here, guys. You know, I always usually try to end on something funny, weird, or what the fudge. What is this? What type of beard is this called? What type of beard? What is this type of beard called? Now, we've always heard the phrase neck beards. That's a real one. Hope that ain't music. Okay, no sound. Okay. That's a pure neck beard. What the shit is this? Is this the white guy equivalent of having your pants down around your ass? I don't understand this. What the fudge? Did I miss a memo? What the? It looks like he's got a 1970s chingina. Hey, what the fuck is that? It's a 1970s chingina. What the fuck? Tell me you're soy without telling me you're soy. What the fudge? And he got his ponytail in the back. Got that ponytail. You know what's under the pony's tail? What the? I just don't. Gay! Yeah, 100%. Let's see. Where is? I wonder if I can find that real quick. Let's go. Let's see. See if it comes up. No! No! God dang it. Here, I got it. I'll figure it out. No. What was that? I can't remember the movie. I'd play it's oh, come on. I blame low oxygen. It's come on, help me with the movie. It's The Hangover. No. Oh, come on. Come on. All I want is that. And I can't have it?
Bet you could. Thanks, Fatso.
Nope. I ain't going to get it. Balchinian. There you go. I don't watch movies. Well, it's an older movie. But I'm not going to get it, obviously. It's not going to give it to me. But yeah, I've seen people play it. Because it's the little Asian dude in this movie who yells it. Yeah, it's not going to give it to me. Okay, I tried. All right, so. But yeah, that's the good way to end the stream, guys. Except, hey, look, what has caused old white Americans en masse to have this way of severe TDS? Because they're the only ones watching legacy media, guys. These are the people that are still watching MSNBC, NBC, ABC, CNN, stuff like that. That is these people. These people, most of them don't look at anything besides legacy media. They don't look at YouTube, Rumble. They don't look at Steven Crowder. They look at Tim Pool. Tim Pool's pretty center, guys. They don't look at people like me. I'm actually pretty center. Just because I like Trump. There's tons and thousands of people out there. But they don't do that. They watch their legacy media while they're stirring their Metamucil at night. So, yep. All right, I will grab that Jay Watterson and open that up. Let's see, what is he sending me now? Video games. Video games, x.com, YouTube, and my books. Don't do any Holly weirdos. I do some. As you can see in the background, I like my stuff. What the hell? Ah, okay. I'll look at that afterwards, Jay Watterson. Thanks. I'll tell you what. I watch more YouTube and Rumble than anything. We have some streaming services. I was on Netflix last night for the first time in months. I use HBO Max more. Yeah. But yeah, my viewing, I have 5 different YouTube accounts. I have 2 different Rumble accounts. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm all over on open that too. I'm all over the online. Yeah, online is the way to go. You see more facts, more honesty. You get more. You get to see more in general. Check out Orders by Jeff Graff. Oh, what? Well, I don't know about Charlie Kirk's thing. Like I said, I'm not going to have a cow about Charlie Kirk until after the trial. A lot of people had conspiracy theories about the whole Wisconsin shooting until the trial. And then a lot more came out and we all went, oh, okay. So, I don't know. We'll see. Do I think everything's above board right now? But no, but we don't know what they're investigating either. I'm not going to go goofy until we know what they've hid for what reasons. I would love to see all these idiots wearing these animal costumes, though. I would love somebody walking around with fart spray, just spraying it in the intakes. I mean, it's just fart spray, right? All right, guys, do me a favor for one last time. Please hit thumbs up for the stream if you haven't. If you think anybody else, but you don't have to be a centrist, a right-leaning person, a lefty. I've argued with people on my streams before, but we like Charlie Kirk. We try to find some common ground, and we realize we don't always have to agree, guys. We can disagree and still come back and chat and be friends and just be happy about what we can agree on. So, I do appreciate you stopping in. And I will try to do another stream late tonight, but we'll see because I have a very early appointment. If not, I will possibly do 1 or 2 tomorrow. All right? But thank you very much. I'm going to talk to you later. Appreciate you guys coming in. A lot of good comments and chat tonight, and I love that. So take care, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And let's see what the next 24 hours brings us with Israel-Hamas. I have to say I called that. I said it wasn't going to hold. And I said who was going to break it. I looked that up, hit the blowies with the fart spray. And yeah, all kinds of charges. Oh, really? Is there? For fart spray? Of course. They can go around standing in the streets throwing bricks and doing whatever they want, but God forbid a little fart spray. Of course, honestly, half of them probably stink like that if they're out in those costumes all day. I'm not wondering if they'd even notice the scent. So, okay. I know, Danny. I get it. I get it. You can go to Facebook. There's tons of videos where people do that to people. So go look that stuff up. If you want a good laugh, go look that up. Or go look up Texas Bushmen. That's good videos. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Thank you very much. And like I said, if it's not later tonight, it'll definitely be tomorrow once or twice. See ya. And any ideas, email me at lionsdenws6@gmail.com or leave comments here on YouTube or Rumble. And I will talk to you later. Be safe, everybody. Stay on the right side of the road.